Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Listen, y'all, we are back with Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 1. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Y'all hit that like button because it really does help me in the algorithm. Share this with somebody. Tell somebody that knows somebody that's going to tell somebody if you get anything out of the content. Now, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. When the episode first opens up, we see the views of ATL. We see Toya and Eugene at the house. Hey, y'all. Dr. Jackie is in her happy place at the office. Now paging Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone. Honey, Dr. Simone is at the office laughing and whatnot. Y'all know how she likes to do. Y'all know how she likes to do. Y'all know Dr. Simone gonna be laughing. Dr. Heavenly is going to this event with Dr. Jackie. So they both show up. Her and Heavenly really have become close. I was like, you know what? This is really a shift in dynamics. Now, I saw it a little bit last season. Oh, and let me say this before I get into it. Married to Medicine is my favorite show on Bravo. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine. Now, you know, the later years of Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know, that's neither here nor there. But Married to Medicine has not let me down, not one season. They have had 10 consecutive enjoyable seasons. Now, I'm a little bit on the fence, okay, because it's a lot of new faces, and baby, I ain't too happy about it, but we gonna see how this goes, okay? And like I was saying, I saw the dynamic between Heavenly and Dr. Jackie last season, but I ain't just know they was just close like that. I'm so used to seeing the season open up with Dr. Jackie and Simone sitting in the park eating a salad with no dressing. I'm not used to seeing this, but anywho, honey, they're at the event. She said Dr. Jackie is like her sister, her confidant. You know, she looks out for her, but then she goes left because y'all know Heavenly like to play all day. She's like, but that don't make me no carpet muncher. That's Toya. Ma'am, the show isn't even 5 minutes in. Ma'am, please relax. Okay, please relax. Ooh, child, Dr. Heavenly come out the gate swinging. So then Phaedra sachets in. Phaedra high-class pogs. Child, Phaedra done made her way on down to the medical wives, honey. Now paging Phaedra, or whatever they gonna say. Child, whatever they gonna say. Phaedra is co-owner of this store called The Vault. And they're having an event for people to come see the store. You know how Phaedra like to have them sip and sees, child. So sip and see this store. In walks Phaedra, Young Miami Parks, or honey, if you want to, Phaedra, Carisha Parks. And the store is beautiful. I have to say that. I love the door. I mean, it just looks all to the nice. I ain't going to take that from her. But I was just wondering, like, what happened to that Southern Belle, baby? I hate that jumpsuit. I can't stand that jumpsuit. I wish they would retire that jumpsuit. It's just ugly no matter who it's on. Now, at first, I was like, you know what? If the ladies want to wear a jumpsuit, but it's just not cute. Now, that's me personally. I don't know if everybody else like it. And then it just seemed like a club outfit. You know, the people are coming in, everybody's dressed casually and whatnot. And in walks Phaedra in this catsuit. I said, oh, child, this is a whole fool. Moving forward. So she walks over to talk to Dr. Jackie and Heavenly. All eyes were on Phaedra, though. I ain't gonna lie. Did y'all see that lady in the back mugging? She was drinking that juice and she looked at Phaedra. I said, that's her. And baby, she stood in the frame for a good 10 minutes. I'm like, ma'am, you need to move the hell over. Girl, if you don't move over. So Dr. Heavenly tells us in the confessional that she's known Phaedra for years. Now, she says she's known Phaedra for years, but some people are saying that she ain't know Phaedra at all before this. So I don't know how it's going, but they in Atlanta, so I can believe that Heavenly has known her for years. Phaedra said the Vault is not any old department store. The Vault is where Atlanta's elite comes to get dressed. Now, Phaedra, you can't be dressed like a city girl talking about department store. Girl, this ain't Woolworths. I said, not department store. Baby, I ain't heard department store since my grandmother. I have not heard anybody say department store. Ma'am, this is not a department store. Okay, this is a little boutique. Y'all come down to wherever you done put this boutique at and come down and get your clothes and whatnot. Child, not a department store. So they show her iconic, some say rehearsed, okay, because they say she bought that read, honey, from Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion where she read Kenya down about the sperm bank. Now, looking back on that read, that was kind of disgusting because that was at the moment where Kenya was really hoping for a baby. And she was like, what you will know is that he needed $10 for a medium-sized pizza, so he ejaculated in a cup so you could have a kid. Now check that. Now let's just say that went through and the baby is here. And this just keeps on replaying. Like hindsight, I'm like, yeah, that was not cool. But y'all, they played it nonetheless. So Heavenly brings up Phaedra dating, and Phaedra says she's been dating a physician for over a year and he's from another country. Now, when she said that, all I could hear was Shamia at that reunion saying, Phaedra said, hook me up with an African girl. That's all I could think of. Or who is Mr. Chocolate, the man that you've been sleeping with? Kinmora is across the street. Oh my goodness. Listen, I know she over here on Married to Medicine, honey, but I'm always reference Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's just going to be that on that. Now, y'all can get mad or whatever y'all want to do, honey, but I am going to reference that. I have to have some way to get through Phaedra being on my screen, because morally, I just don't feel like we should reward people that do things like Phaedra did. No matter who was involved, honey, everybody should have been in trouble, not just her. But I'm going to make sure I push my way through, okay? I'm going to push my way through. So Dr. Jackie said, is he European? Girl, no. Phaedra said, oh, no, honey, he's not white. He's Nigerian. She said she might not be married to medicine, but she's dating a doctor, Dr. O. You're not even married to medicine, my dear. We should have brought back Mariah, honey. See, I knew this was about to be a fool. Didn't I tell y'all? No, I ain't tell y'all. I told them over on my Patreon when I found out that Phaedra was joining this cast. I knew it was about to be some bull. She gonna get on this show and do the same thing that she did on that marriage boot camp, and that's fabricate some BS. She got his face all covered up with an emoji. Phaedra, you are so unserious, honey. You are so unserious. If it's finna give the same old, then I'm just over it already. I really am. People that are Phaedra fans want to catch up on your life. Okay, they want to know what has been going on. You on this show, but how are you tied to this show? Like, people really want to know these things, and then you get over here and the man got an emoji on his head. Like, child, we ain't gonna never see this man. Moving forward. She did say that he was a pediatric cardiologist. She said not only does he love the kids, but he's healing my heart. Okay, girl. So Heavenly's like, well, you know what? If you need some advice on men, let me know. Phaedra said, well, you've only been with one man, so I may need somebody with a little bit more experience. I said, oh, honey, not the shade. But I have to say, yes, Heavenly only knows Dr. Damon Daddy. But she know a little something, honey. They still together. I would want advice from a woman that's only been with one man and can keep that one man versus a woman that's been from man to man to man, giving very much Elizabeth Taylor. Okay, or Kim Kardashian. Baby, I would rather get the advice from Heavenly. I'm just saying. In the next scene, Dr. Simone and Cecil, they're having a double date night with Toya and Eugene, and it's going to be a few more people to join them a little bit later. She said her and Cecil are doing great, and they're not going to do that relationship book. They decided to table it. Yeah, let that book go, because nobody was going to read that book no way, honey. It served its purpose. It served its storyline purpose. So Toya shows up in jeans. Hey, girl, let me say this. Toya and Eugene look great this season. They are really looking schnizzatched. I said, look at y'all. But Toya, you come traipsing up in here in them casual jeans when you talked about Audra last season because she came in her champion sweatsuit or whatever it is she had on, child. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Okay, because you did the exact same thing. Are Simone and Jackie okay though, y'all? Because she's over there with Heavenly and Simone is over here with Toya. It's a clear divide. It really is. So Toya said last year was very stressful for her marriage, but now her and Eugene, they're good. They make a toast. And so Toya toast to Greg getting married. Okay, way to transition, Toya. Okay, only you. She said, yeah, I would be scared to get married after Quad. So they show the scene from the reunion where they both admit that there was DV. Now, another thing. I had spoken to them over on Patreon about this and how I didn't appreciate them inviting Greg back after allegations like that. And before anybody gets down in the comments and try to get it all confused, well, they say she said that after he put her on the ground. Okay. Now, two wrongs don't make a right. Don't y'all get me confused. I just said they both admitted to DV. So I don't see how this situation makes any sense. Like, I know y'all want to make good TV, but sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, it just doesn't. I don't see how y'all could even be cool with Greg coming around. But that's just me. Okay, if y'all want to be cool with Greg and his new person, honey, that's y'all. So Simone said, well, can he make a better decision? Eugene said, I mean, I would be scared straight if it were me. Eugene, I know you ain't talking. You got your nerves, baby. Your wife embarrassed you every chance she get. Every single season since we've met y'all, she's been embarrassing you. And why y'all acting like it was just Quad? It took two of them to destroy that marriage. It wasn't just her. At this point, Quad and Toya ain't gonna never be right. When I say never, I do mean never. Moving forward. Back at the vault, they're asking if Quad is coming. And so Phaedra was like, I did invite her, but I don't know where she at. So they asked Heavenly in her confessional, where do you think Quad is? Heavenly talking about on a jet ski looking for a Nigerian or sleeping with your husband or your man. Meanwhile, Quad is playing with her wigs. Heavenly, I don't see how Quad can be friends with her. I don't get it. Heavenly now, I like you. I know a lot of people don't, but I like Heavenly. But I don't see how she can be friends with Heavenly because she's always saying little slick stuff. Why would she be sleeping with somebody else's man? Is that her MO? Because now you going to say that, then you going to get down to the reunion and say, I didn't mean that you sleep with other people's husbands. Stop doing that, Heavenly. Stop it. Okay, stop it. So they bring up Greg getting married. And Phaedra's talking about, I actually met Greg when he first came to the city. He introduced me to Quad when he wanted to marry her. I was kind of like his wing woman. Girl, please. So Heavenly is me. She's like, didn't you date him? I know that's right. Here go Phaedra with her half-truths talking about, well, let's define date. I mean, we never did it. We didn't say you did it. We said date, not did it. Did you ever date him? Like, stop trying to lawyer us right here, Phaedra. Okay, did you ever date him? Heavenly said, yeah, well, you know what? She got in her confessional. She said, let me tell you what. Phaedra liked the lie. And the truth ain't in the heifer. She do like the lie, honey. And ain't. Okay, truth ain't never in them. Now, Phaedra, I got to call you out right here. I forgot what season it was. It may have been season 3. But I'm not quite sure. Okay. Now, if it was Real Housewives of Atlanta, I could give you the scene, the episode, and the season. But because it's Married to Medicine, I get everything confused. But I remember you coming to visit Quad at the home that her and Greg shared, and you said that the two of you dated. So now here you go talking about define dated. Girl gone. I don't know when but this baby getting ready to come up out of me. I don't know when my due date is. It was July. Oh, child. Over on the other side, back at Cecil and Simone's house, Greg shows up with his new fiance. Cecil gonna get in the confessional talking about, yeah, he leveled up. How? Do you know the definition of leveled up? All y'all fake. All y'all fake. Let me tell you something. This was a great season premiere opener, but I rolled my eyes and smacked my teeth so much watching this. I said, baby, y'all starting to piss me off. So Simone asks what made him choose Letitia, because that's her name. Her name is Letitia, but she goes by Sweet Tea. When Simone asks what made him choose her, he said, well, my DMs was lit. They was all off in the DMs, falling in, sending me DMs. And she was like, yeah, I was one of the DMs. So she admitted that she fell in the DM, and that's how she got him. She messaged him and said, I can give you what you really need, with a baby emoji. Now, when I tell y'all I would have never admitted that, I would have taken that to my grave. Baby, not you being a fan, waiting for your chance after seeing him drive away in that Fiat. What? Was it a Fiat or was it a Mini Cooper? Honey, it was one of them. Baby, the way he drove the hell away. Not her DMing him as soon as he burned rubber. Oh, honey, this right here is a fool. But then she kind of lost me, y'all. She said she was only 31. I said 31. I do not get 31 from this lady, ma'am. We're going to have to get you some fresh and vibrant looking clothes. This man got you dressing so old, honey. 31? Girl, no. We're going to have to zhuzh you up, honey. And she look just like Toya, child. If they could be in the same family, I don't know what's going on, but y'all definitely look kin. In the next scene, Heavenly is going prom dress shopping with Allura. Oh, we watched her grow up. See, this is what I love about Bravo shows, is that we get to see the kids transition from children to adults. We see them go through every single facet of their life if the show stays on long enough. And that's what I love about Jersey, Potomac, not really New York, because they don't really show their kids. That's what I love about Jersey, Potomac, New York, Atlanta, and Married to Medicine. We have seen these children go from babies to going off to college. I just love it. So Heavenly said that the boys stayed here when they were going to college, but Alora wants to go to FAMU. Yeah, Alora want to get some heavenly free time, child. She getting sick of you. She want to go off and do her and then come back home. I know that's right. So she goes in there. She tries on the dresses. The first dress she tried on, it was doing too much for me. I don't know. I just felt like it didn't flatter her as much. It was very pretty, though. The second one was pretty as well. But that gold one that she tried on her skin, it looked so nice. But I think Alora ended up choosing dress number 1. I think. Either way, she gonna look pretty no matter what she put on, child. It's gonna be all right. In the next scene, it's the night of Letitia's engagement party. Now, mind you, when she was at the triple date, she told them that she was having an engagement party, basically a hoedown, because she's from Texas. And let me just tell y'all right now, and I have to say this disclaimer all the time, we do not ride around on horses down the freeway, and we definitely don't wear no damn cowboy hats to the grocery store every day. Okay? I just hate when people stereotype us like that. So she's telling Greg before everybody gets there that she's nervous about his friend group. Honey, as you should be. Because I don't know if you're going to make it. Judging from this first episode, I just don't know. These messy heifers probably going to embrace her anyway with open arms just to piss off Quad. Because if it goes the way this first episode did, oh, baby, all hell brought to break loose. I really don't like the fact that they brought back Dr. G. It's just not sitting right with me. And then it just seems extra messy and extra petty. I know that this is Quad's check, but I don't know if I would have been here. I probably would have checked out. Now check that. Baby, shout out to Phaedra. Honey, it ain't no way. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So Dr. Jackie and Heavenly, they on their way. So they're at home. First, they FaceTiming each other. So Jackie was like, I don't know how I feel going to Quad's old house. And Heavenly said, well, I've been over there. She ain't got Quad style, I tell you that. It's giving very much Texas, child. I'm like, what that's supposed to mean? Not he moved her into that same house, y'all. All this just screams tacky. Do you hear me? All of it. Every single ounce of it screams tacky. So Toya and Simone, they in the car, they on their way there with their men. Of course, they talking about Heavenly, trying to see if she changed and acting like she got some sense. Y'all know it lasts for all of 2 seconds, then it's your mama all over again. So they arrived to the house. Like I told y'all, I have been frowned up this whole episode. Producers of Married to Medicine, y'all are going to owe me some coinage for a little bit of Botox. Because, baby, y'all got me furled up and I don't like it. This is the one franchise where I can just watch it and enjoy myself. I hope y'all don't take my joy. So then, as they're all in their gathering, Letitia's twin shows up. I said, Lord, it's triplets. Or Toya could be the older sister. These 2 twins and Toya could be the older sister. I said, baby, all these women look just alike. Now, Letitia said that they're fraternal twins, but they look identical. So then Dr. Jackie shows up, and we find out that Curtis is in the Dominican Republic. Dr. Jackie, we're not going to just gloss over that. With who? Because, honey, y'all know I don't fully trust Curtis. So you talking about he in the DR. What he doing down there? You doing down here? Oh, no, ma'am, honey. After that little stunt he pulled, he cannot be trusted. And then he pulled Toya down in his lap. I ain't going to never forget that. Oh, now, honey, I would have had to go with him. So everything is everything. Everybody's there, including a new doctor who's a dentist. Now, I couldn't get her name or I forgot her name, but there's a new doctor in the mix as well. So then Heavenly comes in, all out like Heavenly like to do. So she hugs Toya. Now it's getting awkward. Simone looking at her upside her head. And like I said, as I see everybody sit around in Quad's old house, I would never deal with these heifers again. When I say never, I do damn mean never. Moving forward. So then Phaedra shows up. Child, I forgot just that quick she was on here. I'm not used to her being on here because when she showed up, I was like, what the hell Phaedra doing? I forgot about her just that quick. When she showed up, I said, now, Phaedra, what are you doing here? So they're all sitting down, they're talking, and they're talking about Eugene's weight loss and Toya and her seasonal embarrassment. Okay, because y'all know she like to embarrass him every season. Her and Eugene get into the confessional, and she says, the best thing about us losing weight is his stamina. And the season has officially begun. We got shade from Dr. Heavenly, and Toya has now embarrassed Eugene. Moving forward. So the men are outside, and Cecil talking about Letitia's special. She really is. Because, I don't even hear the other women hollering. Cecil, do you want her? Okay, now I like you. Okay, you one of the husbands that I like. You and Dr. Damon Daddy, but don't piss me off now. Okay? Why you keep on talking about this woman like this? This woman ain't bringing nothing extra special. Not the clothing, not the nothing. Like, my goodness. Simone, while you over there grinning, you might want to watch Cecil. Because, baby, he is so happy about Letitia. So Heavenly asked Letitia on the inside with the women what she loves most about being engaged. She said, I got access to the money. Now, for some people, they're like, oh, look at this tramp. I can't believe that she was gold digging and this and that. Honey, at least she admitted it. Because Quad was not enduring that voice on Greg for love. Let's just keep it real. Quad was not over there with him because she was just so in love with him. Okay, he had a little coinage. He came with a little something. Okay, so at least she said it out loud. But that's a huge red flag. You're a fan who happened to slide your way into this vulnerable, thirsty man's life. And here you are. Okay. So Toya brings up Quad for whatever reason. I guess because they in her house and whatnot, her old house. And Phaedra said, well, I can tell y'all that she has no animosity. Toya said, oh, no, I just wanted to know if you were covering her DUI case. All right, now, I was going to get mad at Toya, but then I remembered last season when Quad accused her of setting up someone to break into Anila's home. So really and truly, I think this is the fallout from last season. So at this point, it's to be expected that Toya is going to say disgusting things and Quad gonna tear you up. Okay, as soon as she gets a hold to what you have said, Toya, oh baby, it's gonna be on. Moving forward. And like I said, ain't no way I would be around y'all. Baby, it just ain't no way. Baby, teacher tried to cut that short. She gonna say, I don't want to talk about that. This is not about Quad. You're in my house. He wants a family. Girl, is that all you have to offer him? Is that? And also, Quad has been a staple on this show for 10 years. They are bound to talk about her. And they're in her home. And she is the only one from their friend group who is not there. So, of course, she's going to be talked about and they're going to ask about her. Girl, if you don't get real. So Tisha said, and you know what, Simone? I also want to thank you for referring me to Dr. Davis. So Phaedra said, who's Dr. Davis? Heavenly said, Simone, why didn't you refer her to Dr. Jackie? Because Tisha said that it was someone that specializes in women with fibroids. And Simone said, I referred her to a specialist. Dr. Jackie is a general OBGYN. I referred her to a specialist. So here go Heavenly. But don't you want to keep the money in-house? Listen, Heavenly, as someone who had a high-risk pregnancy with grapefruit-sized fibroids growing at the same size as my baby, a specialist is needed. I had to see one every single week. My OBGYN could not do everything. I had to see a specialist. Yes, Dr. Jackie is smart as a whip. Don't get me wrong. Dr. Jackie has seen everybody's hoo-ha in Atlanta. But the woman needs to see a specialist. So I don't think Simone was being shady. I really don't. I think she referred her to a specialist because, hell, if she going to put some money in anybody's pockets, it's going to be her own. She's an OBGYN as well. So I just feel like Heavenly wants to start something, honey. So now these heifers is fighting. They fussing. They yelling back and forth and back. Well, baby, that twin piped up. Hey, everybody, shut the hell up. I said, oh, honey, get them together, honey. Evil twin. Baby, she said, y'all better shut up. This is not the place. Baby, we let the heifers argue around here. We don't really be saying nothing, twin. We really just let Simone and Heavenly argue. Ooh, child, they knew, honey. You could tell they knew. So Phaedra said, well, I just want to clear the air before we move on. Heavenly old Missy T herself gonna talk about, yeah, we know you didn't sleep with Greg. Oh, poor little tink tink. Oh, Letitia, honey. I don't know if you know what, if it's one thing they gonna do to a Letitia on a show, it's embarrass her and get on her damn nervous system. And they gonna try to traipse all over her. If you know, you know. In the next scene, it's the next day after the boring party, honey. Everybody's catching up. And Heavenly being messy over there with Dr. Jackie talking about that Coy wouldn't have had that kind of food they had in there. That food was nasty. Then we see Simone and Toya. They sitting down and they talking. We see Aiden and Mr. President. Honey, I ain't seen them in ages. They look so grown. So anywho, we just pan into all the heifers and then we get into the nitty gritty. In the next scene, we see Greg and Letitia. They're in the car talking about the wedding. So she's telling him what she didn't like about the party is the fact that they made it all about Quad. So Greg was like, yeah, people were saying that, me and Quad, we just wasn't compatible. That little voice he got, y'all. He said, look, I love you because you give me peace and you give me comfort and I'm ready to marry you. So they go to pick up their marriage license. This man gonna say, I haven't seen any major red flags. Sir, your soon-to-be bride said the only thing that she loves about being engaged to you is access to your money. It's giving red, 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 red. Honey, it's giving red rum. It's giving red flag. Okay, more red flags than Six Flags. It's giving red flags. Social media has really made people so accessible. She caught him right on the cusp of getting divorced. Now, mind you, she met him. He could not have liked her, but he did. And there's something about her that he thinks is special. So I'm not just going to down her because their relationship is one that Quad says she accepted. Okay, that's what she said, because she said she fell in his comments and said congratulations when she found out the two of them were engaged. But I don't think the soon-to-be wife cares anything for that ex. I don't think she like Quad too tough. And baby, judging from them previews, oh, honey, this season is about to be explosive. And that was the end of the episode. Child, y'all comment down below. It was so much that happened in this first episode. Okay, let me run it down for y'all. Greg is back on the scene with his new wife-to-be. Bravo said to hell with the allegations. Put them in the ring, let them go. The new wife, Sweet Tea, aka Letitia, has a twin that's fraternal but looks identical. They also look like they could be triplets or sisters with Toya. Toya and Simone are so ecstatic, honey, over the moon that Dr. Greg has leveled up, according to Cecil. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie have an alliance with Quad. So they feel like she ain't no Quad, baby. This ain't Phaedra. And speaking of Phaedra, she is now on Married to Medicine with Dr. Emoji. And that is the end of the review. Child, y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about the season premiere of Married to Medicine. Sunday nights are now giving the zhuzh that should be given. Baby, I was so filled up. Between Married to Medicine and Potomac, these were two stellar premiere openings for their new seasons. I loved both of them. I was thoroughly entertained. I did not take a refreshing beverage break like y'all know I like to do. And that's just that on that. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.